everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a crochet wind spinner. This is a great beginner-friendly project that you can make in an afternoon, and it's also a great way to use up any scrap yarn you have. I've been testing out a lot of different ways to make crochet wind spinners, and I think I found my favorite method. So today I want to share that with you. I really love this project because you can use any yarn that you already have for it. So choose your colors. You can pick up to 4 different colors of yarn and use a crochet hook that matches the weight of your yarn. So for this project, I'm going to be using weight 1 yarn with a 2.5mm hook. Choose your first color yarn. I'm going to pick this pink color. And we will start by making our foundation chain. We're going to start by making a slip knot. You want to leave a little bit of a tail to either weave in your ends or add some beads at the end of your project. So leave a little bit of a tail, and then wrap the yarn around your fingers, take the working yarn, put it through the loop, and pull. And then we will put that loop on our hook. We will start by making our foundation chains. The length of this chain will determine how long your wind spinner will be. I'm going to start with 70 chains, but you can make this as long as you'd like. So to do that, you're going to yarn over and pull through the loop. Yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through the loop. So I already have 3 chains. I'm going to keep going and chain 70. So go ahead and make as many chains as you'd like, and then we'll meet back here. All right, I have 70 chains. So I chose a very thin yarn, but if you chose a thicker yarn, it will obviously be a lot longer, but mine will be about this big. We're going to start this row by making single crochets all the way down our foundation chain. So to do that, let's skip the first chain, go into the second chain, and yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through those 2 loops. So once again, put your hook through the chain, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through 2. Keep making single crochets all the way down the foundation chain until you get to the very last stitch, and then I will meet you back here. Once you have done all of your single crochets, it should look something like this, and you should have 1 chain left. Now, if you want to change colors, this is the time to do it. So to change our color, we will put our yarn through the hook, yarn over and pull through. Now we have 2 loops left on the hook. And this is where we will change our color. So go ahead and pick your second color. I think I want to do this, oh, sorry, it's so close. I think I want to do this pink. So grab your second color, and instead of yarning over and pulling through with our first color, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our second color and pull through with this color, like that. And then you'll want to take the ends of both colors, oh, if I can find them, and pull tight. Now grab your second color and chain 2. And then turn your work. And you can kind of pull on these loose ends a little bit more just to make sure they're tight. And later we will weave those in. If you didn't want to change your color, you would just single crochet in that last chain and then chain 2 with your original color. So turn your work. I'm going to grab my yarn. And now for this row, we will make 2 double crochet in each stitch. This chain 2 that we did here will count as our first double crochet. So now we will yarn over and go through that first stitch, yarn over and pull through. Now we have 3 loops on the hook. It's kind of hard to see, but 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops. Now you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2 again. So now you have made 2 double crochet. The chain 2 was our first double crochet, and this is our second double crochet. So now in the next stitch, once again, we will make 2 double crochet. So yarn over, put your hook through the stitch, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And then one more double crochet into this stitch. Now we have 2 double crochets in that stitch. So then we will just continue to do this all the way down the row. 2 double crochets in each stitch. Continue to do 2 double crochets in each stitch until you get to the very last stitch of the row, and then I will meet you back here. I've only done a couple stitches, but as you can see, it's already starting to curl in on itself. So we've started to make our wind spinner. Ooh. So now we are at the last stitch of the row, and as you can see, it already wants to spin. I really love making these, they're just so cute. If you want to change your color, we can do that in this last stitch. So we still need to do 2 double crochets. So do 1 double crochet, just as normal. And then in the second double crochet, we will change our color. So put your yarn through the stitch, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and instead of yarning over and pulling through these 2 loops with this color, we're going to change colors. So for my next color, I'm going to choose this yellow yarn. And something I forgot to mention in the first color change, sorry, is you can cut your yarn at this point. So cut your second color yarn, leaving a bit of a tail so you can weave in later. And then we will take our third color, and just as we did before, you will, and just as we did before, you're going to yarn over with this third color and pull through those 2 loops. And then find the ends and pull them tight, like that. And then we will chain 2. And once again, if you didn't want to change your color for this row, you can just do 2 double crochets in the last stitch and then chain 2. And then we will turn our work. For this third row, we are going to make 2 half double crochets in each stitch. So this chain 2 counts as our first half double crochet. And then we will yarn over, put our yarn through the loop, yarn over and pull through. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. We'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So now we have 2 half double crochet. This chain 2 is our first half double crochet, and then this is our second half double crochet. And then in the next stitch, we will make 2 half double crochets. So put your hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 3 loops. And then once again in the same stitch, make another half double crochet. And we will just continue to make 2 half double crochets in each stitch all the way down the row. All right, now we are at the last stitch of the row. And once again, if you would like to change colors, this is the point to do it. So we still need to do 2 half double crochets in the last stitch. So do 1 half double crochet, and then we'll start the next half double crochet. So yarn over, put your hook through the loop, yarn over, pull through, and we have 3 loops on our hook. So at this point we can cut this yarn, pick your 4th and final color. I'm going to be going and doing this pink once again. So to change our color, we will yarn over with the new color and pull through all 3 loops. And then once again, find your loose ends, wherever they may be, and pull tight. And then we will chain 1. And if you didn't want to change your color, you can just do 2 half double crochets in the last stitch and then chain 1 and turn your work. In this last row, we will make 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way down the row. So to do that, just put your hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2. And just do 1 single crochet in each stitch. So continue to single crochet until you get to the very last stitch, and I will meet you there. Now that we are at the last stitch of the row, we will just do 1 last single crochet. Now that we have done our last stitch of the row, we are going to take our hook and pull our yarn to make a really big loop. And we will use this loop to hang our wind spinner. Next, we will tie a knot down here. So, make a knot and try to keep it towards the top of your wind spinner, like this. And now we have this nice little loop that we can use to hang our wind spinner. And then you can cut your yarn, leaving a little bit of a tail to weave in your ends. And look at that! Woo! So now all we need to do is weave in our ends, and then we have a wind spinner. For these loose ends that we made when we did a color change, I just like to tie a knot so that they're a bit more secure. Like that. And then I will take my tapestry needle and I will weave in my ends. To weave in my ends, I like to match the color of the end I'm weaving in with the color of the stitch. So for yellow, I will go into these yellow stitches and just go through a few of these stitches, pull through, and make sure you get that end all the way through. And then once you've gone 3 or 4 stitches, you can just go back in. And I like to do that a few times just to make sure that it's secure. Maybe one more time. And then you can just cut your yarn. So do that for all of the ends, and especially this one that is the end of our loop, just to make sure that is really secure. And once you've weaved in all of your ends, you have your wind spinner. If it's not curling the way that you like, sometimes I like to do this and just kind of wind it down like this. And then you can kind of just shape it and pull it the way that you want it to be. And then when you open it, look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. And you can also, with some of your loose ends, you can add some beads on the end like I've done here. I think it would look nicer with bigger beads, but this is what I had, so I was just testing it out. But I also think it just looks super cute, just like this. So thank you so much everyone for watching my tutorial today. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!